What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. So today we're going to be listening to Linkin Park. We're going to be revisiting One Step Closer off of their initial album, Hybrid Theory. Now, I believe this album came out back in 2000, the year 2000, like right before I graduated from high school. And, just to chat about some Linkin Park really quick. Funny story. And I might have said this in one of my other Godsmack or Linkin Park reactions. But I remember when this album came out. I was like a senior in high school. And one of my homeboys, they were having it was their birthday. And they were having a birthday party. And so I had just had my first job. Or maybe had my second or third paycheck. And I was going to get him this album for his birthday. And I believe the Godsmack album came out. I think it was their second album, maybe the one with Awake on it, because I really liked that single. And back in the day, it was like, if you saw the video on MTV or you heard the single on MTV, then you go out and just buy the CD or whatever. So I remember I had went to the mall and I bought both CDs. I bought Godsmack for myself, and I bought Linkin Park for my homeboy for his birthday. And I was just so curious to hear this band. Well, I've heard this song. I heard the song before. I heard One Step Closer before. But I was curious about some of the other tracks on there. So when I was riding the bus on the way home and I put it in my CD player and I just listened to it, I was like, holy shit. I was like, there's no way I can give this guy this CD for his birthday. And so I still wanted the Godsmack album as well. And so I remember I probably stopped by like the dollar stores. I'm a shitty friend. I'm sorry. Sorry, Nate. Sorry. This is what happened. This is why you got a crappy gift for your birthday. But I bought something from the dollar store. I bought some cheap toy or whatever, some bullshit from the dollar store, and I gave that to him for his birthday. And I kept both CDs for myself because I remember I heard a couple of tracks on Hybrid Theory, and I just absolutely love that song. Love that album. I think it had to be Points of Authority and maybe Runaway. Those are like the albums or the songs that I was like, yo, he can't have this album. But anyway, let's go ahead and revisit this track. I believe this is their first single off the album, One Step Closer. Yo, and this it reeks of like late 90s, early 2000s. Like the baggy cargo jeans or cargo pants and colorful hair. And everybody was doing like this crouching thing. Like they got it from Korn.
I cannot do this anymore. Saying everything I said before.
They're so young. Chester's so young.
They make no sense. I found listen ignorance. Less I hear, the less you say. You'll find that out anyway. Just like before. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge. And I'm about to break. I need a little room to break. Cause I'm one step closer to the edge. I'm about to break. I find the answers aren't so clear. Wish I could find a way to disappear. All these thoughts, they make no sense. I found this in ignorance. Nothing seems to go away. Over and over again. Just like before. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge. And I'm about to break. I need a little room to break. Cause I'm one step closer to the edge. I'm about to break. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge. And I'm about to break. I need a little room to break. Cause I'm one step closer to the edge. And I'm about to.
I just remember like back in the day, it was like so many people were hating on this band. It was almost like when I had this album, even though I enjoyed it, I was afraid to tell all my metalhead friends because they were like, oh, Linkin Park, they're wussy and they're douchey, and everybody was completely against them. But I think a lot of metalheads, they like secretly bought the album and they were like secretly enjoying their music. Let me know down in the comment section. You guys enjoyed this back in the day.
Shut up when I'm talking to you. Shut up when I'm talking to you. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to break, 'cause I'm one step closer to the edge. I'm about to break. Everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to break, 'cause I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break.
So good. Yeah, so, this was a good throwback reaction. It was really good hearing this song again after so many years. And I mean, it just really brought me back to the times, because if you grew up during that time, or if you were the same age that I was during that time, everybody was dressing just like this band. Guys had colorful hair. They were wearing like these baggy cargo jeans. Raven was really big. Everybody had these big ass Jinkos with chains and stuff on. It's just really, really crazy, but it was a really fun time as well. But it's just really good to go back and look at this band and see how far they've progressed. And even Mike Shinoda, looking at him and seeing how these guys at this point in time were somewhat of some pioneers. Because nu metal was still a thing, but I think Linkin Park did an excellent job of this rock and metal fusion. I think that they were the culmination of Korn and Deftones and everybody that was trying to do the thing. They came up with a really good sound, and eventually they got away from the hip hop aspect or the rap aspect of things and headed more into a rock direction. But nonetheless, they still turned into an excellent, fantastic band. Of course, it's unfortunate for what happened to Chester, but I think in light of his memory, it's always good to look back and revisit some of the things and some of the music that they've done in the past. Man, wow, this just brought back a lot of memories. I remember like Pacific Sunwear. You guys remember that? I mean, like if you look at their whole outfit and their clothing, all the girls' clothing and everything from the beginning. I just remember back in the day, like you could go to those stores and you could get like those outfits and stuff. Just really crazy. But if there's any other Linkin Park songs or any other throwback songs that you guys would like me to revisit, definitely leave them down in the comment section below. I would love to check them out because I love reminiscing about this time, because this was like the time when I had grew up and started listening to this type of music and really kind of got into rock and metal. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.